Alright guys, what you're looking at here is the full family of the Widgy bars available at CountyCom. These are fantastic tools. These are actually probably the most used piece of gear I have from CountyCom. Actually on the bottom here is one I've been using for a long time now. Plenty of scratches on it, a lot of wear. I actually wrapped this up. As you can see here, you can wrap these with some paracord. CountyCom has their own video on how to do this. I might have made one. If I haven't, maybe I'll make one in the future. But very easy to do. Gives you a little bit more grip on these. Also adds some style to it. But these are fantastic tools, and I have not seen a more purposeful tool for the money out there. First, let me go over the different sizes to the family here. As you can see, I have a ruler in the background, so I'll be measuring them for you. First, let's talk about the full-size pocket Widgy bar. Like I said, this is the full-size version, and this one is, the rest is right on the ruler here for you to see. This comes in at 4 inches, well, 4 1/8 inches long, and these are $5. Okay, then the next size in the family here is the micro Widgy bar, and this comes in at, looks like 3 inches. Now this is also $5 if you want a smaller version of the pocket Widgy bar. And then the newest addition in the family is the Pico Widgy bar, which is a tiny little thing. This is, let's measure this out, looks to be 2 inches on the button. And this is actually a little cheaper. This Pico Widgy bar is $3.50. So both of these are $5, so you have here, you have $5, and then $3.50. Of course, you get the size that's best going to suit you. I've been using the full size for a while now. I actually keep this in a pocket organizer, which is sometimes in my cargo pants pocket. Sometimes I'll actually take that out if I'm not using my cargo pants. I'll take that out, maybe slip this in my actual just front pocket. Definitely a very well-used tool. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people with broken tips on their knives because they're misusing them, you know, and there's a lot of little things we do throughout the day. I mean, something as simple as removing, you know, a staple. You know, let's say you don't have a staple remover. Something as small as that, all the way up to maybe, you know, getting a crate started. You know, that's something that's nailed shut, just to get it started so you can get a good grip on it and pry it up. These are made of D9 steel, which if you guys are familiar out there, all my knife people, if you're familiar with the D2 tool steel, it's in the same family. This is D9. It is heat treated, so it is hardened. Very, very durable. I mean, you're not gonna. I could probably do a destruction test with these things, and you guys would be amazed. They are extremely tough. I mean, you can throw these around. Like I said, this one here, I beat the crap out of this. Haven't had any problems. You know, even with the taper tip here, even where it's kind of thin, you might think, well, you know, that might kind of chip off or snap off with heavy use. Haven't had a problem with it yet. Just awesome. If you have a grind, if you actually have a bench stone, if you want to do it by hand, or if you have a electric grinder, you can actually flatten this out even more to have kind of a sharpened tip. If you want to also use this to maybe rip open boxes and stuff like that, you can use it, you know, that way if you want to alter it a little bit. But by the way, if you do use an electric grinder, because these are tempered, these are heat treated, don't overheat it, because then you're going to lose that temper and it's going to soften the tip. So just go gradually. I would actually suggest doing it by hand on a bench stone, you know, as if you were sharpening a knife. Just keep a constant angle and sharpen it that way. That way you don't overheat it and lose your temper. But these are fantastic tools. I mean, I can't say enough about them. And affordable, as I said, you know, $5 and $3.50. You can't beat it. These larger ones are great, like I said, for a pocket. You have a little more leverage. The smaller you go, you have less leverage on what you're doing. I mean, you have more handle here to really, you know, grip down on it, to really get a lot of pressure. However, for smaller tasks, you have, you know, all the way down to the Pico Widgy bar. And this is actually going to go on my keys, because I find a use for these tools almost everywhere I go. Like I said, something very, very simple to something very complicated. You know, it's always good to have. And like I said, I cringe when I see guys with broken knife tips, because I know that perhaps they use it as a screwdriver, you know, or they use it to kind of pry something, and it's just not meant for it, you know. So if you guys are out there and you value your knives and your other tools, you got to use the right tool for the right job. And like I said, for prying, you can't beat this. If you for a heavier pry job, you might want to look into the EOD bar from Countycom, or there's plenty of different stores out there that sell different kind of pry tools. But so far, there's actually, I believe, maybe Lowe's or Home Depot. They have something similar to this. It's a lot bigger. I don't have an exact size for you right now. I actually did not purchase it. I've only seen it. It's kind of like a smaller version of a crowbar, but definitely not something you can keep in your pocket. That's probably good for bigger tasks, but you can't beat this for price, for size, durability. They're just fantastic tools.